Welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah Walsh, and I am a spiritual reawakening coach and a Holy Fire Reiki master. Today we're going to be doing a card reading, tarot and oracle cards, like I always do. And today my special rose quartz heart wanted to be present. Her name is Sophia, and I often meditate with her laying on my heart chakra. One of my cats really loves this heart, and well, she loves all the rose quartz. I have a rosary made of rose quartz. She really likes my rosary too. So anyway, she wanted to be YouTube famous today for like the 2 people who watch my videos. So anyway, that's why this is sitting here. I don't really know why. But then I was guided to pick the pink background. So pink heart chakra energy today, I guess. Yeah, so I already got the decks pre-shuffled and cleared and ready to go. So we'll just get into it. So I had some interesting times lately in my life. I don't know what's going on for you guys. Leave a comment below if you want to tell me what's going on with you. I love to keep in touch. Anyway, yeah, there was this tower that I kept trying to build, and the universe would come and knock it down, and then I was like, and then I kept thinking that the universe was telling me to rebuild it. So I kept trying to rebuild this tower, and the universe just kept coming and knocking it down like a bully. I'm like, come on, universe, that's not very nice. So I don't really know why. I haven't really worked that one out yet, but interesting anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I was told that I'm only going to be here until the fall, and then I am leaving, and I don't know where I'm going, but off on a new adventure, I suppose. So, yeah, I'll be making these videos. I don't have any official work that I have to be doing anymore, so hopefully I can maybe make a few more videos than I normally do. Maybe I could do 2 a month instead of just 1. That'd be an accomplishment for me. Kind of sad to say, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna, so I'm decided I'm gonna make this summer the best summer of my life. And gonna do whatever makes my heart happy and follow my bliss. Hang out with my kids as much as I can. Really be present with them, spend quality time with them, and other people who I'm guided to spend time with. Yeah, anyway. Interesting. These cards, the first 2 cards we got, this one was coming, is pink and then blue, and I got the pink and the blue, so that's just an interesting observation. I don't know if this is a very good spot for this while I'm shuffling. Maybe I'll move her out of the way a little bit. You can still just barely see her, huh? So anyway, yeah. It's always my intention that at least one of these messages will be for you. For everybody who watches will get at least one message that is helpful to them in some way, or relevant, or resonates, or whatever. I don't know why I've never said this before, but I'm supposed to say that I do not tell the future. The future is yours to co-create with Spirit. So there are always, possible timelines or even likely timelines, but things can shift, things can change because people have free will. So nothing is ever set in stone or guaranteed. Yeah, so I can't really tell you what the future is going to hold. But hopefully I can give you some good advice or guidance or insight or something here. I don't know. We'll see what comes out, huh? I never know. I have never have any idea what is going to come out of my mouth when I do these readings. And these cards today, for some reason, are hard for me to shuffle. I don't know why. So, yeah. Okay, I just noticed something weird about these first cards that I don't know. When I show them to you, you'll see. All 3 cards have like a person in them, and all 3 cards have, on the person, there's a face on their torso. Like a, yeah, and I know these cards have a lot of faces on them like that, like kind of, I don't really know what the point of them. That's just part of the look of these cards, is they put a lot of faces on things, but I don't know if all the people in that deck have a face on their torso, or if this is just these 3 cards happen to have that. So I'm going to check out that deck here as soon as I'm done shuffling. I want to check it out and see. Maybe all the people in those cards have a thing. Oh my, that's, no, I'm not taking those. Oh, good. That'll be too many cards. So, that's the beginning of where I live, anyway. It's the beginning of summer, almost. This weekend, I guess, is kind of what people unofficially think of as the beginning of summer, Memorial Day weekend. More decks here. Maybe I can shuffle faster. They'll come out faster. It's not really working. The cards are taking their time today. Seems like. That's okay. There's that 10 of Swords again. Got one more of those cards than I normally would take, but 2 of them came out together, so these cards are lively. These cards are like, we won't make you wait too long. Oh, interesting. Okie dokie. Try to get one more of these, and then I can show you the cards, and we can get into it. I don't know what card that was, but all right, there we go. Bottom of the deck. The Ace of Wands. Take that one. We're taking that one too. Okay, that was the bottom of the deck. So this is the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I'll show you the cards, and then I'm gonna just check out the deck a little bit quick to see what I was talking about. So we got number 4, Higher Power. And I know I don't really like to use these cards because they're so hard to see. But if you can see, she's got a face right here. And then she's got a key. Is that a key? I don't know if that's a key. It looks like a key to me, so I'm going to say it's a key. But it doesn't actually, I don't think it is necessarily a key. But anyway, right on her third eye here. And it's like, psh. So something with the third eye there. Okay, then we got number 29, Breathe. As you can see, the pink and the blue match my shirt and my background. Coordinating. So I'm coordinating with somebody, I guess. Anyway, number 29, Breathe. And see? She's got a face right here on her torso. And then we have number 48, Poised. And she also has a face right here. And then these two both have stars right above their heads. So I'm going to look and see if that's a common theme in these cards as well. Just let me check for a second. Okay, here's a person. She does not have a face on her torso. That one, she does have a face. She doesn't. These cards are so really subtle. The images are so subtle. That's one of the reasons I don't use them that often here for, I just saw 1111. Shocker. Okay, she doesn't. Okay, so not all of the ones that have people in them have a face on their torso. But there are faces like a lot around on these cards, like in the background and stuff. But, and then I'm just, oh shoot, I was going to see about if there were stars above people. No. Okay, so that's, okay. So that is interesting. We got two of them, they have a star. Oh, I know what that's saying. Okay. Okay. They have a star up right here, and then they all have a face on their torso. A face on their torso. I don't know what that means. Oh, I do know what that means. Okay. I'm just going to show you the rest of the cards, right? And then this is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Is that what it says? For me, it looks backwards, so I have to read it backwards. Support is all around you, fellow travelers. And overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. This keeps looking like a peach to me. It's a boulder. It's a rock. It looks like a peach. It would be like so easy to take a sword out of a peach, right? Choosing your path, all is possible. And again, if you get any messages yourself while you're looking at these cards, then that's a message for you. I always like to say that to remind you that, like, you don't have to just hear what my message is that I get from them. You can get your own messages from them as well. And then this is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, and this is the Ten of Swords. We had this a few readings ago. And the Three of Cups. And these two came out together. The Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. She looks like she's surrendering. I surrender to the universe. I surrender to the divine flow. And then he's like Mr. Romance here. He's got roses. He's got red roses. And like a picnic all set up with a note. And he's got a white horse. Which, that's funny. I just posted something the other day on Facebook that said, what did it say? I don't need a prince on a white horse. I just want a weirdo who makes me laugh. And so this is reminding me of that, because he's got a white horse and he's like I said, Mr. Romance here. Apparently this is like the prince on the white horse. Okay. Oh, and I never noticed this before about this card, but she has, it looks like a crown, but it's like a water, like something dripped in the water and the water splashing up. Because she's the Queen of Cups, so it's like a water crown. A crown made out of water. This is very much like surrendering to the divine flow. So I guess that's a message for somebody. It's time to surrender to the divine flow of the universe. Let it carry you. You don't have to swim. You don't have to try to swim upstream anymore. You can just let the current take you where it wants to take you, where you need to be, where you need to go. Okay. And then this is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. We have the Empress, the number 3 major arcana. Empress. This is a Libra and Taurus card. That's the sign for Venus. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. The Empress. The Empress knows her worth. And she's like, she's a magnet for abundance. She just sits back and lets the universe deliver to her all of her desires, all of her heart's desires. She's like the queen bee. Then we have number 13, Death. This is a Scorpio card. Symbolizes death and rebirth, transformations. So you don't have to be scared when you see the Death card. It doesn't mean someone's dying, although it could mean someone's dying. Okay. And then number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. This card has the symbols for all 4 of the fixed signs on it. So this is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, I believe. They're all reading books in this card. So, gaining knowledge. And it's got a snake. And this, I never figure out what this is, like a demon or something. I'm not sure what this thing is. So if anybody has any ideas of what they think that is, write it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your interpretation of that creature. I don't know what that creature is. I just heard on the backs of the bruised. Is that a song lyric? I believe. I don't know. And then the Ace of Wands, which was the bottom of the deck, which they said take it, so I'm taking it. Passionate New Beginning. So we've seen this one before. So it is a time of great transformation and change right now. Everything's shifting and the energies are shifting. I have seen like people, everybody's acting differently. I don't know if you noticed this, but people have just gotten really quiet. Maybe people just don't want to talk to me anymore. I don't know. I mean, people still talk to me, but like, I don't know, like on Facebook and stuff, like people, it seems like people stopped posting, or I don't know what's going on. I think there's a lot of introspection happening and just with these big energies. It's been huge. Like the energies, have you guys felt it? If you're sensitive, you're feeling it. That's for sure. I've been feeling it. And yeah, like for me, I guess that was a thing where, you know, yeah, I was like struggling and trying so hard to make something happen that clearly just wasn't going to happen. And now I surrender. I give it up to the divine. And I just trust what's meant for me will find me. And I will be guided, you know, to do what I'm meant to do. And I'm just going to live in the flow. This card is telling me, okay, this is bugging me. Sorry, Sophia, you gotta go there. This is giving the message to meditate. To me, right now it is. With the breathe and the way she's sitting, obviously, like she's meditating. So this is advice that if you don't meditate, you should start. If you do meditate, you should be doing it more. Maybe you've gotten away from your practice and you should get back to your practice. To reconnect with or connect with your higher self. That's what these 3 cards with the... These 3 cards... Oh, man, okay. With the faces on their torsos was giving me that message of that's your, like, embodying your higher self. It's time to embody your higher self. And then the star up here and here, this is giving me the message of the soul star chakra, which is above here. It's not one of the main chakras. It's like whatever. It's basically, that is your higher self. Your soul star chakra is your higher self. It sits like right up here, and it is constantly there guiding you. And the goal is to like bring that into your higher heart chakra, your sacred heart, and embody it so that you can fully live your higher self as your human self. Like you're merging the two together into one. That's what Jesus did. That's why Jesus was so extraordinary, because he embodied his higher self in his human form. And that's kind of what we're all supposed to do. That's the goal for all of us. So it's a message there to work on that. That's what my program that I was developing, that was what that was meant to help people do. But I'm not doing it anymore. So, yeah. But you can meditate, and you will be shown how to do that yourself, or maybe just through meditating you will do that yourself. Everybody has within themselves everything that they need, anything that they need to know. Anything you need to know you have inside of you, or you can connect to the place inside of you that is connected to the all, and you can have the answers to any questions. You can have the guidance to anything you need. You never need to look outside yourself to people like me. Let me put these down. Or, other readers or coaches or mentors or anything. You don't really need anybody else. I mean, it can be very helpful, of course. So I'm not saying don't do that. Don't seek outside advice and guidance, but don't ever let any outside influences override your internal guidance system, because your internal guidance system is flawless for you. And so when you get quiet and still and you learn to tap into that, then you don't ever have to really look outside of yourself for anything, because you have everything you need. So this card has the peacock on it, and so that was giving me the message of spirit animals. So pay attention if you get any specific animals showing up in your awareness, either physically, real animals, or if you just see them online, or however they could show up for you. Pay attention to that, and like maybe do a little research, like what is the meaning of that animal. I've done that before. Or you can just, if you see an animal, you can tap into yourself and your intuition, connect with your higher self, and ask what message that animal has for you specifically in this moment. Because just because something means something to one person doesn't mean it has to mean that to everybody. You have individual meanings for things, and if you think about it, I'm sure you can think about your own life of like things that have happened or symbols that come up or something, and it means something to you that it would never mean to somebody else, but to you that's what it means to you, and that's how your higher self will communicate with you through you have an individualized communication system with your higher self. Everybody does, and so you have to just learn how to translate your own higher self, your higher self's language for what it means to you. Does that make sense? Sometimes I don't know if what I'm saying even makes any sense. Yeah, this one has a little bird on it too, so it's like another little animal friend. I had a hummingbird tapping on my window the other day. That was interesting. I never did tap in to see what that meant for me, but I think maybe I should. This one is, fellow travelers, overcoming obstacles, choosing your path. These 3 cards guess I can hold them up. Give you the visual. These 3 cards, although you can't really see them all together. These cards are a little big. But, so this is saying, like, I'm getting, you know, like, let your friends help you team up with other people who have a similar purpose to yours. Work together. Sometimes it's difficult to work with other people if you have like personality clashes or just differences in opinions or ways of operating or something like that. But this is saying you get to choose your path. You choose what timeline you take. So if you have issues with somebody, a friend or a partner or a business partner or whatever, family member, significant other, anything, you can choose to overcome the obstacles. You can choose to learn how to communicate and work through things, or you can just walk away. The choice is yours. It's up to you what you're going to do. And only you know what's the best choice for you. So again, tapping into your own internal guidance system and higher self and listening to what it's telling you. But again, your higher self will guide you, but sometimes like it doesn't really matter which choice you make. Sometimes, I mean, like I said, it doesn't sound right. That it doesn't matter. But, you know, spirit can work with whatever choices you make. Like anytime you make a choice, spirit will just like, it's like when the GPS, when you're using a GPS and it just reroutes you when you don't turn when they tell you. When you don't turn when they tell you to turn, and then they'll be like rerouting, right? Like, okay, we'll find another way. We'll do it a different way then. If your human self is choosing not to take that path, we'll help you figure it out another way. So you don't have to worry about doing things wrong necessarily. I mean, you should listen to your higher self, I think, because like they know the bigger picture and they know the best path for you, maybe. But you always have a choice if you're going to follow that or not. And if you choose not to follow it, you don't have to panic or worry that means you're not going to arrive at your destination. That you're still going to get there. You might just take a different route. Maybe you're going to take the more scenic route. I don't know. This was not how these... When I pick the cards up, then I get out of order. Things like that. This card too has the sword in the stone, and the sword has a heart. Can you see it? I don't know. It has a heart, like a jewel, that's heart shaped. It kind of reminds me of this. I guess if you have some rose quartz, maybe meditate with it on your heart. Anyway, that wasn't the message. That was a side message. But the message with the heart and the stone is, it's like you can use all your muscles, you can use all your might and your physical prowess to try to yank this sword out of this stone. But the key is the heart. You'll only be able to pull it out if you follow the guidance from your heart. And let love lead your path. Let love lead your actions. Do everything with love. And if you become love itself, this sword will just pull right out. And there will be no more obstacles to overcome. This is telling me, like, maybe you should do some stargazing. Go outside at night and look up at the sky. Go out and look up for those alien ships that are coming. Go see if you can see any of them. I had a weird thing happen last week when there was the full moon. people were like, I saw on Facebook, someone was like, oh, go look at the moon. It's amazing. It's so bright. And of course, right, a full moon usually is. You go out and everything's lit up because it's so bright and whatever. And so I went outside. This person who posted this lives in my town. I went outside my house and I went all around, looking all around, and it was pitch black, completely dark. I couldn't see the moon, and it wasn't cloudy. There weren't clouds, so I don't know what was going on with that. Somehow I was blocked from seeing the moon myself. Interesting. Haven't really figured out the message on that one yet either. But anyway, I don't know. Go look at the stars. Pay attention to all of nature's beauty and all the wonders that are around. They surround us all the time, but a lot of times we're oblivious to them. We're so busy, caught up in our lives, looking at our phones, running around or whatever. So take some time to stop and smell the roses. So take some time to stop and smell the roses and pay attention to all of God's creations that are just waiting for you to notice. That's more entertaining and fulfilling than all the other things that we do, I think. Birds. There's just a lot of birds here. Of course, the Ten of Swords has 10 birds. If you get overwhelmed by the messages that you receive, if you get too many messages coming in from your higher self or wherever, or maybe even externally from other people, maybe people, like a bunch of people are messaging you or whatever, and you feel overwhelmed, just take a time out. Tell Spirit you need a time out and you need to just receive things in a slower way, at a slower pace. Yeah, just take a minute to, just take some time to just breathe. You don't have to do everything at once, and you don't have to pay attention to every message that comes in as soon as it comes in. I mean, if you want, if you need to maybe write things down, if you have a special journal that you could use, you could, when you get messages, you can write it down so that you can come back to it later and revisit it and you won't forget about it. But you don't have to, think through everything all at once, even if you, because sometimes I think the energies are right, or your own energy is right, or the combination of the two, and there'll be times, I know for me, there are times where I just get download after download after download, boom, boom, all this stuff. It's just like I said, the energies are just right for me to receive messages or something, and sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, and I just have to tell Spirit, just hang on. Especially when that happens to me a lot of times when I take a bath, which is why I like taking baths, partially why I like taking baths. I get a lot of downloads when I'm in the bathtub, but it's also frustrating because I'm in the bathtub and I can't really write anything down or whatever. So, yeah, sometimes I have to ask Spirit to just hold off until I'm done having my bath. They can give me more, or just sometimes I'll ask my higher self to help me remember what all the messages are that are coming in, because I can't write them down, but writing them down is always a good idea, especially it's good to keep a journal of your thoughts and downloads and things like that. And the Queen of Cups is reminding me of that too. She's sitting in water here. This is the water line here. She's sitting in it. And it's she's receiving from the universe while she's sitting in water. So maybe some of you could benefit from spending some time in water, whether it's taking baths or float tanks. I miss going to the float tank, but or if you live by the ocean, if you can go in the ocean, it should be almost, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's warm enough to go in the ocean or not. Never lived by the ocean. Or, even just lakes, streams, rivers, any water. Water is a conduit for energy. Okay. And the card also was given me when I pulled it, when I first pulled it, I was getting Spirit Has Your Back, which I think is one of the spirit animal oracle cards. I think that one of those said Spirit Has Your Back. But I got that phrase when I looked at this picture. Even though this one usually means more of like human friends, but that's the message they gave me was, anyway, the Spirit has your back. Even when you feel alone, or even if you are alone in the physical world, and even if you feel alone, Spirit is like right there. They're always right there if you need them. Which, you know, for some people maybe would creep them out to think that. But there's always spirits hanging around watching you. But to me it's reassuring, it's comforting to know that I'm always divinely protected and guided and being helped. And anytime I need help, I can ask them, my team. I specifically, you know, work a lot with Jesus and Mother Mary too. So anytime I need help, I call on them, usually Jesus. Jesus is, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting a little Christian on you here. But Jesus is the best friend you could ever have. He always has time for you. He always is excited to be with you. And he just adores you. He adores you. He adores all the quirky things about you, all the special things that make you, you. He celebrates those and loves those, and he loves you unconditionally. I don't know why I'm saying you instead of saying it from my perspective, but I guess somebody needs to hear that. So, you know, if you don't resonate with Jesus, that's fine. There's a lot of other ascended masters and beings that you can work with and that you can resonate with or whatever. Or you don't have to work with any. It's your choice. This is the one thing about being human. The beauty of it is that we have free will and we can do whatever we want. We can believe whatever we want. Whatever we choose to believe becomes our reality. So, you know, for me, I've always had Jesus in my heart and been guided by Jesus. So it's nice that he's always there if I'm feeling down. Yeah. Today the Empress is looking at me like she's holding this thing. Whatever this thing is. What is that thing? Like a wand, kind of. I don't know what it is. But she's looking, and to me today she's giving me the messages like, I have the power to manifest whatever I want through my sheer will. So she's saying, she's like, I have my magic wand, and I just have to hold it up and concentrate really hard. Make things happen. I don't know why. That seems like a silly message. This is I've never noticed this before. Well, I've noticed that she has a crown of stars on her head, but I just counted them. I think I counted right. 12 stars. And I wonder if the artist did this intentionally, because in the Bible, I'm sure it's in the Bible, is where it's from, is that Mother Mary has a crown of 12 stars on her head. And I've never thought of the Empress as Mother Mary before, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of Jesus and Mary stuff today. Well, you know, they are my team, so that makes sense for me as a reader to be bringing them through a lot. But so she's symbolizing Mother Mary today. And that Venus, that's also the symbol for women. Feminine, the feminine energy. Maybe somebody needs to work with their feminine energy more, of being more of a magnet to receive the blessings of the universe and to manifest just by being and putting your energy out there. And if you feel guided, you can call on Mother Mary to assist you, to come and help you. She's amazing. She's like the ultimate mother. She's like she's the perfect mother. So, also for anybody who, if your own human mother wasn't the greatest mother, I guess I'll say, you know, humans, we all have our own issues, and our mothers have their issues that they have to deal with. And sometimes those issues get in the way of them showing up for their children in the way that they should, perhaps, or that would be ideal. And if that's the case for you, you can always call on Mother Mary, and she'll come and be the perfect mother to you. And I've done that before myself, worked with Mother Mary that way. And she kind of comes and mothers my inner child when I need it. She kind of guides me in that way, her energy. This guy is like this Knight of Cups is it's like he's not, what is the message here? I'm kind of getting the message, but it's not coming through clear, so hold on. So it's like he's done a lot of work. Okay. He's done a lot of work to get ready for this date, apparently. Apparently he's getting a date set up or something, right? Because he's got like the red roses and the picnic basket with the card with the note, and he's at the spot where they're going to have their date, and he's got it all set up ready to go. But he's sitting down on this chair, like he's not coming forward yet. He's not, it's like he has everything ready to go. He's done everything he needed to do to prepare to wine and dine his love. But he's not actually like going and picking her up yet or something. Like he's still sitting down. He needs to like get on his horse and go get her and bring her back here, I guess, or something. But he's just like, it's like he did all this work to get ready, to get everything prepared, and now he's just taking a break for a second to like catch his breath, and like it's like he's working so hard he was like getting a little bit sweaty or something, so he's like, I need to just sit down and like cool off for a minute. Okay. That's interesting. But he's got like wings on his shoes. That makes me think of Mercury, right? Mercury, Hermes. Are they the same thing? I don't know. What does that have to do with anything? It's like the messenger is like to go. So he's about ready to go. He's about ready to like take flight here with his wings and get on his horse, and he's gonna ride like the wind. Oh, and then this Death is on a white horse. Creepy skeleton guy. So this is telling me, like, once this Knight of Cups decides to get on his horse and go towards his beloved, it's going to change everything. That one action is going to change the course of their lives. Wow. Well, somebody out there is getting their world turned upside down pretty soon, I think. Although, who knows when this will happen. We don't know time. This Wheel of Fortune kind of looks like time. Kind of looks like a clock. I've never thought that before either, but... Alright, so this one with the one that symbolizes that's the Scorpio. It's like an eagle. This one looks like its beak is right by the tip of that sword. It looks like it's about to like grab that sword out of this. What is this thing? Like the Sphinx, right? Does that look the Sphinx? In Egypt? I should know more than I do. Anyway. This Scorpio eagle looks like it's about to snatch this sword out of the Sphinx's hand and like take off with it. See, its wings are up. It's like, I'm going to steal that and I'm going to go. So, and that is making me think of the Ace of Swords. So somebody, maybe with Scorpio in their chart, okay, I have a Scorpio moon, so maybe this is for me, is about to get some truth or an insight and take off with it and fly away. And fly away, never to be seen again. Oh, and earlier I was saying how it seems like everybody's gone so quiet lately to me, and this card is bringing that message back up and showing me all, you know, all these different signs or animals that represent these signs are reading these books, and so they're saying that everybody's learning their lessons right now and doing their inner work and maybe researching different topics or things of interest that are like helping them on their path to awakening. And so that's why everyone's gotten quiet. Everyone's like really focusing on themselves now, which is good, I would say. Okay. This message is for somebody specific. And we got the snake and we got the stick. So, you know who that's for. Finish your snake stick, Wade. Like, yeah, maybe it is going to unlock something. Sorry, that was just a side personal message for somebody, but I can't not say it because it was like right there. And I know he'll probably watch this video. So that's for you, Wade. Finish your snake stick. That sounds maybe inappropriate. It's not anything inappropriate, you guys. Yeah, because this is like the, you know, I say this is like, this is the hand of God giving you something. And this is a passionate new beginning. So maybe finishing that stick will unlock a passionate new beginning in some way for you. Sorry to everybody else. That was just a personal message for somebody specific. Okay, well, I think this video is definitely long enough. I don't know. I'm just want to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. A lot of stuff came through today, which is good. I didn't really do anything with that card, the Poised card. Like, ready to go. All right, that's all I have, I guess, from these cards today. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate, well, yeah, I appreciate any of those things. But especially I like if you leave a comment. So I like to see who is watching. Like I said before, I don't know. I just like to see who I'm connecting with because I don't connect with that many people. So I appreciate you supporting me and watching my videos. And hopefully you got something useful out of it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.